Really sit back so I can breathe. Get comfortable, okay?
You guys hear me? We are headed to Raleigh, North Carolina to see Tabitha Brown, Auntie Tab. Are you excited, Sam? Nice. Made it to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. We are headed to, do you want to go to Starbucks? We're gonna stop by Starbucks and get some coffee, and then we're going to head to the Raleigh Convention Center to see Auntie Tab. I'm so excited. Niece Tab for me. She said niece Tab. What you say? I'm older. Hey, niece Tab. Niece Tab. It's Auntie Tab for me and niece Tab for you. Niecey Poo. Her niecey Poo. She called her all her nieces niecey Poo. So she calling Tabitha Brown her niece. Oh, the light's better right there. Am I telling my age? Yeah, you telling your age. That's fine. But we only 10 years apart, so it don't matter. Now they gotta go. Starbucks is right here. Old Tab. You nervous that you're gonna get them on camera? I'm not gonna get them on camera. Not if they don't want to be, because that's just rude, you know? It ain't even a lot of people. This is nothing. Show the people. It ain't a lot of people. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You count people in the airport. She's counting people in the airport, not in the Starbucks line. This ain't crowded. This is nothing. We got our coffee. And what did you get? The lady done poured a whole gallon of oat milk. Do it look like it's any coffee here? Espresso here, y'all? It looks good. No, you gotta shake it up. No, that's not the problem. I watched the lady. Look at this. I'm never disappointed in Starbucks. This is, I got oat milk. I got a glass of oat milk with ice is what she has. It was supposed to be an oat milk shaken espresso oat milk, but I got oat milk this morning. Oat milk is good for you guys. Alright, so we gotta go up here. Welcome to Raleigh, where the local time is 9:00 a.m. Okay.
Where y'all from?
Michigan.
Okay.
Yep.
That is what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Me too. We're excited. Well, I am.
Yeah.
I don't know if she is.
It'll be nice. I'm a germaphobe, so I'll be having a hard time. Oh, really? It's gonna be all
But
right.
it is gonna be alright. You're right.
It's gonna be all right.
How big is the convention center? Is it like super?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
So what time do all the events start today?
It starts at 11.
Okay.
Yeah. We just gonna head on there and see if we can get some good seats.
Yeah. Yeah, I love her teaching. You know, with her vegan eating. And also, she always dropping just nice spiritual gems.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah. Are you from Raleigh?
Born and raised in Durham, which is just one city over.
Okay.
Pretty much just general area. Yeah, but I live in Raleigh.
Okay. You like it?
Oh yeah, I love it.
You love it. Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful area.
Okay. Good.
Really?
Yeah. I told Celia. I told my sister.
She would be.
Yes.
The guest speaker at the end. That's a pretty
Turn it to the back.
program. I like that.
It is pretty.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Drawings and raffles. So we probably could get a earlier flight out.
Oh, y'all for real?
We did.
From where?
Michigan.
Really?
No, that was actually the. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Well, are you used to our southern accent?
I love it.
Okay, because I was about to say you're probably going to hear a lot of that today.
Yes, I love it. I love
Wow, welcome to North Carolina.
Thank you.
They're so sweet.
They are sweet. She wants to live here one day. It's been my dream place to live,
What
and I had
city?
never been here, Raleigh.
Well, it's-
but I had
you?
never been here.
Well, it's
so I was
wonderful
guessing.
because you're not far from the mountains. You're not far from the beach. You're like maybe 2 hours from a beach. If you go 40, it's about 2 hours.
Okay.
You're not far from the mountains.
That's what she
You're
was
not
just
far
telling
from
us.
getting on the highway to go to D.C. and Virginia. You got to go to Virginia Beach. And, Virginia and get crab cake.
Okay.
Or D.C. and get crab
Raleigh.
cake.
It's a lot of jobs here.
Convention
yeah, well, that's
center.
what another
We're
lady
super
was saying,
early. It's like
Uber driver.
9:30.
Oh, it's plenty of
Doors
jobs
open at 10.
here. The
We
only
wanted to
thing
get here
about it
early
is
so we
housing.
could get a seat. So
Housing is expensive now.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. It's all empty.
I think
here.
that might be across the board.
The stage is
Oh,
really
really?
pretty.
Housing is crazy right now.
Yes.
We just got with Google and Apple.
They're coming to Research Triangle Park near Durham. They're in between, Research Triangle Park is in between Durham and Raleigh.
Okay.
So a lot of people have started relocating this year because they know they're coming next year.
Living out my
Somebody else is coming. Fidelity Investment is another.
Visit. I have to come in
Yes.
and just travel different places around.
A lot of colleges in North Carolina. We have a lot of colleges here.
Okay. I look forward to it actually. Look forward to coming and just hanging out.
Okay. It's
See
nice
how
to
it
meet
seems
someone from
peaceful.
Michigan.
Yeah.
North Carolina. It's
Nice to meet you all too. Very nice.
coconut rum, oatmeal cream pie, and vegan Twix. We also have a vegan peanut butter
Vegan
cup.
Twix?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can I taste it?
Oh, yeah. You can take this one.
Is that clean?
Oh, yeah. I can give you another one, though. But yeah, it should be, but I'll give you another one.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, if you follow our Instagram page, you'll see our full menu.
Okay.
And where we'll be.
Okay.
So, yeah. This will give you 10% off if you ever come. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so what actually is all in here? Like the ingredients?
Yeah, the base is like it's pretty much a flour base to make it crunchy. The middle is a salted caramel, and then the chocolate is just melted dark chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna taste it.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm gonna taste it when I get back to my seat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. All the black-owned businesses, guys. I'm loving it. This is right up my alley too. All the candles. Faithful Blue Cross Blue Shield, the sponsor. Hair powder. It's a little crowded over here, so I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna make my way back to my seat. They're about to start, so I'm gonna head back to my seat.
With her unique approach to veganism and her wholesome comedic personality on the daily, she's a home base for learning new recipes, acquiring imparted wisdom, or just enjoying a good laugh. She is now a New York Times best-selling author. Her debut book is Feeding the Soul Because It's My Business. She is a North Carolina native. She's an actress, a vegan lifestyle personality. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she's also taken various business ventures by storm, alongside making her own healthy care line called Donna's Recipe. I can't wait to see Donna today. Being named equity partner of Oro, developing a calm sleep story, creating her signature sunshine seasoning with McCormick. Shout out if you were able to actually get it before it sold out. And working on her second book, she has landed notable theatrical features on Will and Grace, The Shy, The Connors. She's earned the coin title of America's Mom with her 12 million plus followers across platforms. And she teaches us all about having faith, perseverance, paving our own unique path by achieving dreams and being our authentic selves. Ladies, I'd like for you to welcome to the stage Ms. Tabitha Brown.
But you belong to us. Yeah, and I'm North Carolina through and through things. I see some of the familiar faces and things, you know, everybody be like, man, hey, girl. Yes. Honey, I'm sorry, you know, I'm country, so we be like, hey, girl, hey, auntie, hey, cousins. And we all country here, so. Yes. Well, you gotta tell all your aunties and cousins we're gonna chat for a while, so have a seat. Yes, okay, everybody calm down, okay, everybody relax. All right, we're gonna sit on down, sit on down. We're gonna get to it. See, Tab about out of breath. They had to bring me through. Had to go down the stairs and just get the elevator and thing. I had to catch a breath to come up the stairs. Really sit back so I can breathe. Get comfortable. Okay. Karen and I got some questions for you, Tab. All right, let's do it.
Karen, but you know, you Hollywood now, you Instagram famous, TikTok famous. This is home. But talk about the path to get where you are today. It hasn't been easy.
Oh Lord, no, it ain't been easy. But you know, I want to tell you something. People say you Hollywood. I have to remind people Hollywood is a place, not a thing. Okay, I just happen to go there sometimes. Tab ain't Hollywood. But you know, it has been a long journey. I'm from Eden, North Carolina. Grew up in Stoneville, a small country town. And I've been pursuing this thing for a very long time, right? But I never gave up. Even when I thought I was going to quit, or I felt like I wanted to because things were not going well, I kept going. So it's definitely been, you know, trials and tribulations, but yet here I am. But I'm so grateful for that, because it taught me, you know, what my story was, and now I can share that with other people.
And didn't you start on Facebook, social media, Instagram? You started growing on social.
Before that was a thing. I was like, I wish I had Facebook or social media back in the day. I might have already had a talk show by now or something, Jesus.
We're gonna speak it into existence.
Oh yes, we're working on something.
I know that's right. So, first of all, this is so weird because I feel like you've literally been in my ear for the past couple of weeks, because I was listening to the book and you sound exactly the way, it's strange, a radio person saying, you sound exactly like you do on the book. So I listened to your book and I know that your mom is and was a huge part of your life. You lost her to ALS, and that stuck with me because I lost my mom to Parkinson's, and they're very similar type of neurological diseases. Talk a little bit about, for the people who don't know, how your mom is still with you day to day, moment to moment.
Wow. Well, she's very much so present, right? Whenever we lose people, they're always present if we believe, and if we're open to receiving, you know, those reminders that they're still here. But for me, you know, before my mom passed away, she and I had a conversation. Now, mind you, my whole life, I'm a very different person. If you read my book, you know I'm a dreamer. I have seen things in my dreams from very, very young. I've always dreamt of people who have passed on. Some I would know, some I would not. And messages were always a thing that was given to me from the other side. And so my mom and I would always talk about that, right? And she made me more comfortable with death. And so that I would understand and not fear it, because a lot of times we're afraid of it. But I'm so grateful for her because she did that. And so when we were talking about her passing, because we knew it was going to come, because it's a, you know, it's a terminal disease. And I told her, I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do when you're gone. You know, you're my best friend, right? Who am I gonna talk to about all the things? And she said, you know, I thought the same thing when Granny died, which was her mother. And she said, but one day I was having a terrible day at work. And she said, I went to my desk and there was a nickel sitting on the edge of my desk. And she said, all of a sudden I was so drawn to this nickel. And I started to feel like I could feel the presence of my mama. And she said that from that day on, when I was having a tough day or a day where I missed her or
different things would happen, I would find a nickel. And I said, well, you think Granny leaving you nickels? And she said, you know, I think so. And we laughed about it. I said, girl, well, if you think that, what will you leave me so that I know that you're around, you know, when you're gone? And she said, well, I'm gonna double it and I'll leave you dimes, right? So about, you know, 6 to 8 months later, my mom passed on. And we were here in North Carolina for about a month. And so no one was at our apartment back in LA at the time. So the night that we flew back home, after being gone for, you know, almost a month, my husband and I went to get in the bed, and when we pulled the covers back, my bed was full of dimes. And I thought, what in the world, right? My husband said, why you got all them dimes in the bed? I said, I don't got no dimes in the bed. He said, well, where'd they come from? And the conversation hit me, and I said, there ain't no way. So I started trying to think of, well, maybe when we were leaving, I dropped my bag and spilled the dimes, or why are they under the sheet? I just kept trying to figure it out, you know? It just didn't make sense. And I told my husband about the conversation with my mama, and he was like, oh no, I don't want to hear that, no. He was like, no, you keep that one to yourself, because you know, he wanted to scare people, okay? And so, the next morning, I went in the kitchen and I'm cooking breakfast, and Chance goes to get in the shower. And so he starts screaming from the shower. And so I run in the bathroom like, what's going on? And he can't even talk, he just pointing to the floor of the shower, and my shower was full of dimes. And she had to keep my attention like that. And it's been 14 years now, and I find dimes all the time now because of that. That is her way that she uses these dimes.
And I know that your mother was, I do know, I was sick. I got sick in 2016. And I had woke up in January with a terrible headache in the back of my head. And that headache stayed and rested there for 1 year and 7 months.
Wow.
It would not go away. Every single day it was there. Some days were better than others, you know, but some days I was literally, you know, in my bed, could not get up, could barely lift my head. I lost my vision today. I would fall when I would walk. I had chronic fatigue, chronic pain throughout my body. All my female stuff was just out the window, okay? They thought I was going to early menopause or something. They just could not figure it out. I would go to the doctor every week, every month, blood work, MRIs. Everything would come back normal. And they would say, well, you know, Tab, we know something is attacking your immune system. It's like something autoimmune, but we can't figure it out. And so I even had one rheumatologist tell me, she said, you know, when we can't figure it out, we just tell people they have fibromyalgia. I said, well, I ain't gonna just take what you gonna give me because you can't figure it out, right? But somebody in here know that, because somebody's doctor told them that they had fibromyalgia. See the hands going up, see that? They done told you that because they can't figure out what's wrong. And she told me that was her truth. And she said, well, when we can't figure it out, we give that diagnosis. And so after that, I said, you know, I had really gave up, because when you're sick for so long, and you know how you know your body. Yeah. And I knew I was not well. I knew I was not normal. And nothing would work. I took every drug the doctor offered me. Steroids, antibiotics, I was a guinea pig. I did it all. Because when you're desperate, you'll try anything. That's right. And so they gave me injections in my head, injections in my spine. They was just trying anything, and I was showing up to get it. And I was probably getting worse because of it. And then when my daughter came home from school one day, she, you know, said she had watched a documentary at school, and it was What the Health on Netflix. And so we watched it as a family, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, you know, it's like a light bulb moment for me. When they started talking about not all diseases are hereditary. Is that we eat the same thing in our family, causing the same disease. Somebody didn't get it. I said, not all diseases are hereditary, baby. But that plate on Sunday is hereditary, okay? It's what we eat. We eat the same thing, causing the same disease. And so for me, the common denominator is how we ate in my family. And my mama died at 51, right, of a rare disease. There's no cause or a cure. My daddy turned 70 this year, right? He turned 70 this year, and he's the first man to ever turn 70 in my family. Wow. Right, people die young and get sick at young ages, and
And the only thing I could, commonize was how we ate.
Yeah.
And so it was also the only thing I had not tried. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna do a 30-day vegan challenge. What do I have to lose, right? I'm desperate at this point. And so I did a 30-day vegan challenge with my family. And in the first 10 days, my headache disappeared.
All right.
And I was like, oh, I'm on to something. Yeah. And so the day 29 came and I was like, I'm getting energy again. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like my old self coming to life again, because I was depressed. The depression had started to lift, the anxiety, the panic attacks started to lift. And I told my husband, I said, I know we said it was gonna be 30 days and tomorrow was gonna be it, but I think this is gonna be my life, I'm gonna go vegan. And he said, well, that's so good for you, babe. But tomorrow I'm gonna eat a piece of chicken, okay? But I always tell people that part of the story, because sometimes the thing you have to be willing to do alone is the thing that may change your life. Or save you. And so that's what I did. And that's how it started. And I've been, a 30-day challenge turned into, 4.5 years later. Yeah. And happy, healthy, and whole. Okay. Living my dreams and things. Yeah.
So what was the first video that really put you on the map? What was the first moment where it went viral and everybody started paying attention to you?
Honey, it was the TTLA. It was a sandwich video. So I had been, I started doing videos like in August of 2017, and did not want to do videos. Okay, y'all know I didn't want to do the videos, right? Because as an actress, they tell you we don't take actors serious who do social media, who do videos. So I always try to stay away from it. Ann was right uppity about it too. Okay, I had friends doing videos. I was like, y'all not gonna do well. They said don't do videos. You ain't gonna put no TV shows in there, okay? And so you see how the Lord will fix you on something. He fixed me well, okay? But I had a dream, right? And saw myself on a screen, like on a show. But the screen was small. And my dreams have always sent messages to me. So I was like, well, Lord, what in the world? When I woke up, I said, Lord, I saw myself on the show. This is while I was sick, and I wasn't really auditioning well. I said, reveal that to me. What was that show? And he said, start doing videos. And I said, oh, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, Lord, you ain't talking to me, right? And prior to me having that dream, a couple weeks before that, I had what I call my last final call and talk to Jesus. Because I had given up faith, because I'm still not well at this point. And I had my moment with him in my bathroom. And I said, I'm gonna pray one last real prayer, because I felt like God had forgotten about me. And he wasn't listening or hearing me. And so I got in my bathroom, got in my mirror, and I prayed. I said, God, if you heal me, you can have me. And I'm not gonna try to live my life my way no more. I'm gonna simply live it the way you created me to live it. Because I had got it wrong for a long time, right? But this day I meant it. If you heal me, you can have me. And I left the bathroom and I felt different that day, even though I still was not well. And then weeks later I had that dream. And so when he whispered to me in prayer and said, start doing videos, I was like, oh no, I can't do that. He said, remember in the bathroom, he said, if I heal you, I can have you. And God got jokes. I don't know, y'all, see some people so holy, they don't know that God has a sense of humor, right? He said that we are created in his image. So I don't know how in the world he created me in his image if he ain't up there cutting up some days, okay? So I said, Lord, you're right. I did say that. You caught me on a bad day, you're gonna use it against me. But here we go. So I started doing videos out of being obedient. And so after feeling better and after going vegan, so when I told my husband, first when I was doing the videos, I was doing videos the same like sets I would do on stage as a comedian. Because I used to do comedy, right? So I was telling like, my mama jokes and my wife, stories and things from my bed. I was a sit-down comedian, okay? So I would do that, but I was very scared. Because I was like, Lord, why in the world the Lord got me doing these videos? And all of about 15 people was watching. And I was like, look at my cousins, them looking at me, telling these stories. and stuff, right? And after I went vegan and told my husband I'm gonna go vegan, the same day, like literally, I didn't get it out my mouth good when I said, I'm gonna go vegan, baby, this is gonna be my life. That voice whispered in my ear and said, now tell people what you're eating on your videos. And I said, now time out, Lord. Wait a minute, because I had also shaved off all my hair in the process. Because for a very long time I wore my hair straight. I always cover my accent because that's what I was trained to do, right? But I was trying to take the layers off and be truly who he created me to be. So I was finding myself again every day when I was doing these videos. And so I was like, Lord, you want me to get on here with this new shaved head, tell my family back home, girl, it ain't no challenge no more, Tab going vegan for real. They gonna think we knew it was coming. That girl that finally lost her mind out there in Hollywood, right? Cause she Hollywood, right? Okay? But I was obedient. So I started doing the videos about food, and again, about 30 people would be watching. Nobody was really watching. About October, I started feeling well. And I said, you know what, I need to go back to work. I've been on disability for over a year, but now I was like, I need to start auditioning again and get back out there, so I'm gonna go drive Uber. Because if I drive Uber, I might pick up a director or a producer or somebody that will love me, honey. I'm gonna book a job, right? And so I started that in October, and then December 30th, I was dropping somebody off by Whole Foods. And went in, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take myself on an Uber break. Because when you drive Uber, you can be on break whenever you feel like it. So I did. I went and got a breakfast sandwich, and I had never had vegan bacon before at that point, and that was the TTLA sandwich. And I said, oh Lord, I got to do a video to tell people I found a new vegan option. And I sat in my car and I did the video, and I posted it. And I went on back to drive an Uber, turned my notifications off, because won't nobody watching my videos, no way. And by the time I got home and turned my phone on, my phone was buzzing. I was like, what's going on? And it had like 50,000 views. I said, Lord, who watching this video, Jesus? And then the next morning, it had 100 and some thousand. And I was like, oh my God. I told my husband, I think I'm going viral. And he was like, what that mean? I said, I don't know. And he was like, because you know Jesus, so you gonna make some money? I was like, I don't know. But look, that's a very long story to answer your question. The TTLA video was my first video that went viral. And the crazy thing is about that moment in my bathroom, because that's where I was spending my time praying a lot. I had another house back then. When God spoke to me and told me to start doing videos, he said to me, listen, when you were trying to get a TV show doing stand-up, because that's why I was doing stand-up, you was reaching 15, 30 people a night. He said, but if you start doing videos, you reach thousands in minutes. And I said, well, Lord, that don't make sense because I don't have thousands of followers. But I'm gonna trust you, right? And so from the time I did that video at Whole Foods, now this was months later, because remember I had the dream back in August. And so now we're in December. Still was just a couple hundred views I was getting. But when I did that TTLA video, 4 days after that, Whole Foods reached out to me. I became their brand ambassador, right? And ever since that day, every time I post a video, it's thousands of views in minutes. So he was not lying to me. I just had to be patient with him. He never does. So yeah, chicken every day. And I was eating all of that panic, all of the anxiety, all of the depression, because we are what we eat.
That's right.
And so that started making me feel like I don't want to wear depression either, so I stopped buying leather coats. I don't want to carry it, so I stopped buying leather bags. That's just my way of thinking. I don't want to walk in it, so I stopped buying leather shoes. But also, I believe that we are one, right? But again, that's my business. I don't judge nobody. Listen, Tad had plenty of leather, everything, all the good bags and everything, and I still do have some real cute ones. They just not leather anymore. But it's my way of life. I choose to try my best to be cruelty free. And I really think that it opened my mind up to really just loving myself more. Because we start, like, truly loving yourself starts within. It ain't got nothing to do with the outside. It's inside, right? And so I really did change my way of thinking when it came to that.
We have been in this pandemic far longer than we thought we ever would. I think it started with 2 weeks, and we can go back. That have so many things that they're juggling right now.
I think the first thing that I always tell people is that it still starts with us, right? I'm a mama, and I convinced myself when I had choice, when I had my daughter, I was like, I'd have missed out. And I was just like that. I was like, I got a job, you know, I'm back in Greensboro. I'd had this baby, I'm young. We got 2 cars now, we got rent, you know, we got this house. So I ain't gonna be able to pursue no dream, you know. And I think that we have to change how we think. I should have been telling myself, girl, this is even more of a reason why you need to pursue it. Right? Because now you got somebody watching you who's gonna need to know that no matter what you got going on, there's still a way. So we just need to change our way of thinking. And then start day by day. Nothing is wrong with taking our time, as long as we take the time. We can take our time, but you gotta take the time to pour into yourself. You know, we will work a job every day and make somebody rich.
That's right.
We'll go to work every day and be worried about being late, oh Lord, and don't own nothing in the building. And then by the time you get home, you're tired and can't even give yourself nothing. But you deserve that. We are worthy of that.
Yeah.
We are worthy of our dreams.
Yeah.
We're worthy of the things that we desire. We're worthy of that. So we really have to just, show up for you every day and say, you know what, I am worthy of this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna figure it out. There's not a blueprint, right? There's not a blueprint. It's your print and how you gonna leave it behind, right? So we have to just show up for ourselves every day, figure it out, step by step. Ask your questions, honey. This powerful internet, if you ain't using it, you ain't trying. And that's the God honest truth. A lot of people like, man, I don't fool with that Facebook stuff. I don't fool with that. Okay, well, what you doing? It ain't my business, but what you doing, right? To ask yourself. Because if you're trying to, you know, figure out your dreams, somebody else is also sharing how they did it. And you don't have to do it exactly like them. But that gives you it gives your mind something to start turning to. You start looking, you're like, oh, okay, well, you know what, I have this resource, or I know this person, and you may be able to get a mentor, or you find a resource center, or a book that changes your life. It's just different things that we have to think, but you can, and you will, if you believe it. I always say this, whether you say I can, or I can, either way you're right. Did you get it? Whether I say I can or I can't. Both ways I'm right is whatever I tell myself. If I tell myself I can, you better believe I can. If I tell myself I can't, I ain't gonna do it. But you can if you believe. So, yeah. We're gonna say because that's my business. Okay, so on the count of 3, she gonna count y'all down.
I am. All right. 1, 2, 3.